Damn, bro, we're finally back.
Yeah.
We got Eastern Conference standings.
Been a minute. This.
Facts. How does it work? What's the intro like?
I don't know.
I just get it.
Six Talks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Six Talks.
We're back again, baby. Woo!
It's been a while.
That was a loud one. I hit a loud one for the return of the NBA season and the podcast.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we got preseason starting.
Yeah,
Preseason
it has started.
Preseason doesn't mean much, but I mean, it's like...
Nah, I don't care, bro. When preseason happens, I love to overreact, right? Like I see the most random players go off. I'm like, they're gonna have a big year.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
And then
so,
just nothing happens.
And absolutely nothing happens because like bro, last year was the perfect example. Like RJ Barrett had an insane preseason. He was so good, but he got injured during preseason. So I think it's important to remember the balance of this preseason just to get reps, to get people like used to the.
When's the first
fast
Raptors
pace.
preseason game?
Monday against the Denver Nuggets in Vancouver.
I really want to see Ingram play.
Yeah,
like, that's something I'm really looking forward.
I mean,
to.
that's why I watched the first preseason game of pretty much like every team just to witness the new players on their team and like.
I didn't get to catch the Suns Lakers game yesterday.
It's also fun seeing like random bro. Did you know Jared Butler's on the Suns?
Yeah.
Like I don't know when that happened.
I saw this tweet where someone goes, "It's so fun seeing NBA Media Day."
Yeah.
And it's Dinwiddie and a Hornets.
Yeah, I saw that tweet too. It's like NBA Media Day be so funny because when did Spencer Dinwiddie go to the Hornets?
Yeah.
And on my life, I don't know.
You don't
bro.
remember that?
I don't
That's
remember.
something I actually did remember.
When did it happen, bro?
I was actually going
Was
through
it free agency? Was it a trade? Was it like I don't know.
Free agency. Son.
Free agency. Okay.
I don't know why.
That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense.
I was literally going through all the transactions for the Eastern Conference because it's kind of like a recap of the offseason with a standings prediction.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, bro, like there's so much that happened.
Yeah.
So I'm actually you want to get right into it?
Yeah, bro. Let's do it.
Let's start. Who's your 15 seed?
Okay, my 15 seed, shocker, is the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay, same.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much. You can go with the transaction, what they do.
So I mean, you want to start off with the draft picks because they had a bunch of draft picks.
Yeah, I mean they had
like 5 first-round picks, which is kind of shocking because they drafted all of those.
I'll say straight up, like I thought that it was 100% because looking at their roster right now, it is like actually it's low-key disgusting to look at, and then not in a good way. Like, so they had 5 first-round picks, and they selected every single one. They drafted Yegor Demon. They drafted Nolan Traore. They drafted Danny Wolf. They drafted Ben Saroff. And they drafted, that was all in the first round. So and Drake Powell. So
who was acquired from the
Hawks, yeah.
From the Hawks.
No, it was the Hawks pick that they traded for. And I'm gonna be honest, I think they went 1 for 5.
Who do you think is the
I like Yegor Demon, so like I'll say potentially 2 for 5. I just don't think,
who's your which one do you like the best out of all of them?
Drake Powell was a good pick. But
Really?
the thing is Drake Powell I thought was a potential to he could help a roster right now as well.
Yeah.
Like that was a big thing for me, but like I don't know, man. Yegor Demon at 8, he was available. He would have been available a couple picks later, potentially. Nolan Traore after picking Yegor Demon. Ben Saroff after picking Yegor Demon and Nolan Traore.
Yeah.
And then Danny Wolf, when you're a young team, you're picking a 4-year guy out of college who doesn't have much room to grow.
Yeah.
When there were other people, Jace Richardson was already picked. But Liam McNeely was literally a pick right after. He was a freshman out of UConn, shooting guard, small forward. Could have been a great pick for them. You know
me, I don't really watch college basketball, but seeing all the review, not all the tweets on Twitter about this was a terrible thing for the Brooklyn Nets, and then they did acquire a really juicy pick from the Nuggets. So they traded Cameron Johnson for MPJ, and they acquired a 2030 pick.
Yeah.
And again, it is the Nuggets, and we'll talk more about the Nuggets next video when we do the West standings. Yeah. But getting that 2030 pick does have potential, and you can have that MPJ to be take all the shots.
I was talking to someone about this. MPJ will literally either average 30 or like 15,
10,
bro.
yeah.
Like I have no idea what
He's
to
been
expect
on a
from him.
crazy media run, bro.
It's been so funny, bro. So someone needs to take the microphone out of his hand, bro. I can't lie. It's like
Someone said the Nuggets PR team definitely was very
nah,
skilled. For
they
him
were,
making-
bro. They were like thanking God that he didn't.
They also acquired Haywood Highsmith for 2 second-round picks.
I mean, it's just so random, bro. Like
Yeah, I
they're
don't
the
know
most
why.
random team ever.
It's like, and then they also acquired Terrence Mann, which we'll talk more about when we get to the Boston Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
Who do you have number 14?
My number 14 is going to be the Washington Wizards. I will say though,
Same thing.
they're like the what's it called? They're like the positive version of the Brooklyn
Yeah.
Nets. Like it's insane. Like how like similar their moves have been, but how like
Weird it's been.
and no, but how different the outlook on them
Yeah.
is. Like I look at the Brooklyn Nets, I'm like, what are they doing? I look at the Washington Wizards, I'm like, okay, I see what they're
Yeah.
doing.
So they did make a transaction. They traded Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey, and the 40th pick this draft for CJ McCollum, Kelly Olynyk, and a second-round pick. At first, I was really shocked. Why would you trade for an old guy and trade Jordan Poole away? But this is all for cap space in the 2027 free agency class,
Yeah.
which has a lot of big names.
Yeah.
And for their draft picks,
Their draft picks, they selected. Give me 1 second. In the first round, they selected Trae Johnson. So that was a big one. Trae Johnson was like someone that I think is gonna come out of college and be like a big bucket getter. I think he's gonna be incredibly inefficient, but he has a bright future in this league. I'm a big fan. It was a good pick. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to see if they have any other.
and another
picks.
thing, just to add on while you look for it, Bilal Koulibaly did not look great in Eurobasket. And a lot of, again, we don't want to overreact, but a lot of bad players look good in Eurobasket, right? No one looks bad in Eurobasket, so that was shocking. I want to see how he's going to play because last season he started the season off really strong. I remember in fantasy he was like going crazy, and then he kind of slowed down. So it's going to be interesting to see how he develops alongside other young players they have.
I always joke that like it's the Evan Fournier league, like because Evan Fournier is like they need to name the MVP trophy in every international competition after Evan Fournier.
Nah, Dennis Schroder, bro.
He is or Dennis Schroder, bro. No, I saw this and it actually genuinely might be true. Dennis Schroder might be a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I was
Like,
literally going to ask.
He actually genuinely might be a Hall of Fame because
Yeah.
it's the basketball Hall of
It's-
Fame,
yeah, exactly.
and not the NBA Hall of Fame. And like, what's
He's
it
been
called?
crazy.
He's
in Euro
genuinely one of
basketball.
the most accomplished international players of all time, which is like
He won
insane
gold
to say.
for, Germany,
He's
right?
won gold for Germany. He won the FIBA
MVP.
World. I don't know about gold in the Olympics, but like,
Yeah.
I think he's medaled in the Olympics for Germany.
think it was-
He's what's it called? He's won gold in Eurobasket. Won gold in the FIBA World Cup. He's definitely got more accolades that I'm forgetting off the top of my head. But like, bro, he's a baller for Germany, man. It's impressive. So yeah,
People
shout
are
out-
going
shout out
crazy,
to
but
Schroeder.
then he ended up winning the gold in Eurobasket, and people are like, okay, shit, this actually makes sense.
Yeah, bro. It's like what's it called? I think people forget that it's the Basketball Hall of Fame and not the NBA Hall of Fame, which is
It's crazy. Dennis
yeah.
Schroeder will make it over.
Dennis
Rose.
Schroeder is literally making it over. Like Derrick Rose, other guys who are on the like outskirts looking in. Like it's crazy, bro.
Who do you have at 13?
My number 13. This is where it might differ a little bit. I have the Chicago Bulls. Now here's the thing. Here's my logic with them. I think they finally. Honestly, I'm hoping, and I'm sure Bulls fans will be happy. This is the first team that I think their fan base would be
Honestly,
happy of me ranking them low.
I am making a switch as well. I do have the Bulls at 13. I'm not
Okay.
copying your pick. I'm looking at my standings, and I do have the Bulls at 13 as well.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying, like, I think this is the first time the like fans, they what's it called? They'd be happy about me ranking them at 13.
I think they want to be
Because
13 seed.
I'm putting faith that finally they will blow it up, man. Like
Yeah.
they have to. Like it's insane. How many times in a row, right? Can you do the same thing and have the same result and continue to do it the next season? It's the end of it. And you know what I mean? They just re-signed Josh Giddey. They won that stalemate. You can go through their transactions if you want.
They also did trade Lonzo Ball for Isaac Okoro, and I don't know the contract, but like you said, they did re-sign Josh Giddey. I think for a 4 years, $100 million around that range, which I'm happy about because Josh Giddey in March was crazy, and March basketball is one of those basketball where like, okay,
You
it's a
don't
real
know, man.
ball.
Quentin Grimes went off.
And then you have Kobe White, who I think they should trade because he's gonna want to bag.
Yeah.
You kind of got to look at it. Is Josh Giddey and Kobe White gonna be your future backcourt that's gonna help you contend? Chances are probably not. You know, so you don't want to invest that much money into those two. And then Vucevic is kind of the last old head that kind of got to be traded.
Yeah.
And another thing is, I think the reason why this year will be the year they'll tank is because they have no Lonzo Ball. You know, last season they had Lonzo Ball for half the season, and then they kind of traded him for a bunch of bums.
Yeah.
So I think this season they'll actually hopefully choose a direction, because being the 11th seed every single season, it's like, bro.
Not even the 11th seed. They're like the 9 seed or
Yeah.
the 10 seed. Like it's not even good, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. And They had a good draft. I like their draft pick. They went Noah Essengay. He's kind of like the Bilal Koulibaly of this draft. Really
Yeah.
great defensive player coming out of France, and he's
Do you
got
like
a lot
that
of.
pick for it? Do you think they should have gone Malawach?
No, I like the pick. I mean, I'm pretty sure Malawach was selected before them, but Like, I don't know. It's just, I think they need to get rid of a guy like Kobe White and Nikola Vucevic because they don't really fit the timeline.
And
They sort of forced themselves into Giddey being a part of the core, but
Yeah.
he's still
He's
young.
good. Like,
That's fair.
I actually like Giddey.
Okoro's a good pickup if they,
I think they could've gone
if you're
more for
trying to
one
win, you know what I mean? But I don't think they should be trying to win. I don't know how Okoro's gonna fit in the future. It's a very weird situation. I think they need to number one that is overlooked. They need to get rid of that goddamn Patrick Williams contract, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I think I am of more value to the Chicago Bulls than Patrick Williams.
If you're tanking, why would you try?
You are not about to defend Patrick Williams right now.
No,
I
I'm
don't.
not.
Okay,
Okay, you'd have to give up an asset to get rid of Patrick Williams.
Yeah, but it's called. Listen, bro. I'm tired of these teams going through with gambler's fallacy, bro. You messed up the pick. You messed up the contract. Just get that stain off my franchise,
Okay,
bro. I'm
fair.
gonna be honest.
Okay, you're gonna get rid of it. You'll probably have to give up a first round pick to get rid of it.
I don't think so.
You think someone would take on that nasty looking contract?
Yeah, add a couple seconds, or add a protected first.
But why would you give up an asset if you're tanking anyway?
No, I don't, bro. Listen, what's it called? I'm saying for the future, I don't think you would have to give up a first at all. I'm gonna be honest. And second of all, I would rather have him wait, bro. Just get that feeling off the team, bro. Sometimes it's not about the financials and stuff like that. How long is left on his contract? That's an important question.
Holy, 3 seasons guaranteed.
Yeah.
And then the last one's a player option.
Huh? Last one's a player. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
what's it called? So when he exercises the player option, or add his contract as a part of a bigger deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's another thing. You could do that as well. Look for a player who wants
I
that.
don't know. I agree with you, but I don't know how much it makes sense to give up an asset to get rid of Patrick Williams if you're trying to tank anyway.
They're not trying to tank, clearly, though.
But if they chose to tank,
If they chose to tank, okay, fine, keep Patrick Williams. But again, it would piss me off. I think they need to cut their losses, man. Get them off the team.
and it's kind of annoying because I feel like they don't value their assets properly. They could have gotten so much more for Caruso if they traded in the season before.
Yeah,
and then they only get Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey was great, but you could have gotten 1 or 2
Dude,
first round
Alex
picks.
Caruso genuinely might be the most underrated player.
He
in
is.
the
I think
NBA.
he is. Because he'll only give you 25 minutes a night, but those 25 minutes are.
But what's it called? He could, bro. He will not play in the regular season and turn it up in the
Yeah.
playoffs. It's insane.
He locked down Jokic.
Bro, he barely played in the He barely played in the regular season. Everyone was laughing at him, saying, "Yo, the Thunder Thunder got finessed," and then he came out there in the playoffs and absolutely genuinely might have been the most valuable player. I know what Shea won it, but let's be honest, that's the best player award. You know what I mean?
I'm kidding, but defensively, he was probably the most valuable player.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Caruso was the most valuable player in my opinion for that Thunder team. Without him, they do not win.
And then for Kobe White, this is the last year of his contract. So again, you could have probably traded him last season or this offseason. I don't know how much value you're getting for a 1 year left.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. The Raptors made the same mistake with
Yeah.
Siakam and OG. OG, they got bailed out by getting 2 actual rotational players because the Knicks really wanted him that desperately. But you look at Pascal Siakam. I mean, the net value getting Brandon Ingram in that deal. Okay, yeah, sure. But what's it called? It's a tough situation to be a Chicago fan. Again, cut your losses, bro. He changed his number
To number 1.
Congrats, bro. What's it called?
Here.
I think they need to start cutting their losses, man.
Yeah.
They've made too many mistakes. It's time to
I'm
start.
curious what's gonna happen with Vucevic because I don't know who would want a guy like maybe Orlando, but like
Bring him back.
bring him back, bro.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of teams that could use a center, but like it's just man,
not a
a
defensive
center that
center.
doesn't play defense is so like it's just so unattractive to a team nowadays, bro. Like I guess the fact that he can shoot is like something that a team would look for, but like I don't know, man. He's gonna have to play some defense.
Who's your 12th?
Number 12. Oh, sorry, I was on the wrong page. I have the Charlotte Hornets. I'm
Okay.
tired of every year being sucked into this goddamn false prophecy of the Charlotte Hornets being a top 10 NBA team. They suck. Something goes wrong every single year, so something will go wrong again. And I forgot they don't have a center. I'm pretty sure their starting center is going to be Ryan Kalkbrenner, who they picked in
or Diabate.
or Moussa Diabate, who is great player. I love Moussa Diabate.
For
I'm a big fan of him.
the moves they made is they got Concanipo at number 4. They signed Spencer Dinwiddie, and then they acquired Sexton and a second round pick for Nurkic, which I was kind of shocked about. Like getting that
Yeah, like
good
it's
value
so
for
random.
Nurkic was kind of random by the Jazz, and then they obviously traded Mark Williams.
Yeah.
Looking,
They literally, but bro, they don't have a center, man. They went what's it called? They got Concanipo and they got bro, it's insane. They
they
got
traded
Ryan
Mark Williams for the 29th pick and 2029 first round pick.
Yeah, like it's I don't know, bro. It's just I think Brandon Miller's gonna have a good season. It's his third year, fourth year, third year. Brandon Miller.
Third year.
So I think he'll have a great year. But what's it called? It's just the
biggest-
roster looks so like
The biggest thing
disappointing.
for them is health. I
But
don't- I
like
don't
even
have-
when healthy, I don't like this roster. I'm gonna be honest.
LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, your 3 spots kind of a
Miles
question mark.
Bridges.
Miles Bridges, is he a 3 or a 4? You don't know.
Yeah, sure.
You know. So I don't know. They made some decent
The
moves.
fact that we can't think about the roster straight off the top of our head is telling. By the way, I'll just say that. Like I'm literally I have to Google their roster, bro. I don't know who's there anymore. Cause what's it called? They made so many moves. They made like sort of tanking like moves, bro. Like they got rid of their starting center Mark Williams, who actually, you know what I mean, wasn't he didn't show that much like unhealthiness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. He played a good bit in the second half of the season. It was insane. I think they're gonna start Concanipo, by the way. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Brandon
I think it's
Miller,
gonna be
Concanipo, Miles Bridges.
Lonzo, Miller, Concanipo,
Lonzo?
Miles Bridges. Oh, they have Miles.
Lonzo?
Mason Plumlee.
Lonzo? You
No,
said Lonzo.
sorry. You know what I mean. Okay, so it's gonna be the starting lineup is gonna be LaMelo,
Yeah.
Brandon Miller, and then Concanipo, Miles Bridges, and then Mason Plumlee.
My God.
Yeah, so-
Or Ryan Kalkbrenner, bro. I actually, I'm not like the biggest fan of Ryan, but like I do think he could give solid minutes for that team. He just has no ceiling. So
Okay, so my 12th seed.
yeah.
This is gonna shock you. I have the Indiana Pacers.
Damn.
And let me explain why. Okay. When you
Really?
talk, yes. Let me. There's more. There's more to it than just them being bad. But when you look at it, they acquired their own first round pick literally right before the playoffs started from the Pelicans, I believe. So you have your first round pick. You lost Miles Turner. You don't have Halliburton for the whole season. Your starting center is going to be Jay Huff and James Wiseman.
Yeah.
Like, you talk about bad center.
I
That's
saw a clip, by the way. Sorry to cut you off. I saw a clip of Jay Huff being absolutely destroyed on a poster by Johnny Furphy. Like it is insane, bro. Can we? I hope we like what's it called? Can like put the clip up or something? But it is insane. He got absolutely destroyed in that poster.
their
bro.
starting lineup is going to be Andrew Nembhard, Ben Mathurin, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Isaiah Jackson.
Yeah.
See, that is a good team. I'm not saying that's a bad team, but I think the Pacers will choose to try and tank. And I feel like that makes the most sense. You don't have Tyrese Halliburton. Take a gap year. It's not like all your players are old.
Don't you think people are saying that about like the Boston Celtics as well, though? Like,
I think it's more likely for the Pacers to do it than the Boston Celtics. I feel like the Boston Celtics are like in a way are kind of weird and like, oh, I need to keep this reputation that we have. Where the Pacers, they don't want to mind tanking and taking that thing. You know, after seeing what they were able to do, like let's be real. What's the ceiling of this team?
Yeah.
You make it.
they got their first round pick back next year,
That's
which
what
is
I'm saying.
very
Like,
huge, by the way.
I think that is huge to get your first round pick back.
Do you think it's telling though? Like, do you think their front office thought that like this could potentially
No,
be a
no,
tough
I don't
year?
think so. I guess they
Or-
saw that they could get it because, like, I mean, you don't expect.
Yeah.
Tyrese
What was the
Halliburton
deal?
to-
How'd they get that pick again?
let me
Like
pull
that's
it up.
actually a good question. But I mean, while you're looking at that, I think you know a big factor is J Huff. They don't really have a center.
Isaiah Jackson would be their
Isaiah
starter.
Jackson could be their starting center. He's a great player. Again, I think it's a big year for Andrew Nemhard. I think he's a lot of people's most improved player picks. He's gonna have the ball in his hand a lot. Ben Mathurin's gonna have the ball in his hand.
They
a
sent
lot.
the 2025 23rd overall pick.
Yeah, exactly. So they got rid of their pick this year for what's it called for that one. So
Take in, we could have had that pick.
yeah, true. We very well could have, but what's it called? It's a lot, man.
It's in again. This is more of a projection pick of me saying the Pacers gonna choose to tank.
I think Pascal Siakam, Andrew Nemhard, Ben Mathurin is a good enough lineup to put them over some of these NBA teams.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think it's gonna be by choice of trying to wanting to tank.
But they'll make that choice if they start off the season slow. I don't think they're gonna start the season slow. I think because all the ball handling duties from Tyrese Halliburton are just gonna be spread out to Andrew Nemhard and
I think
potentially
this is
Ben
gonna be a big
Mathurin.
pick for Andrew Nemhard.
Yeah.
Again, this is more of a biasy thing pick because I think this is what makes the most sense for the Pacers.
Yeah.
And I really want them to tank because if I'm a Pacers fan, I'm like, okay, like let's be real, we're not gonna achieve much.
Yeah.
Like, okay, sure, we make the.
But it's like good for morale. Like, you don't ever want to waste a year, and tanking is essentially wasting a year for a chance at
Yeah.
and clearly tanking doesn't goddamn work, bro. I'm gonna be straight up. I'm now, you know what I mean? I used to be the biggest advocate for tanking. Now I'm like anti-tank, unless you're like the Chicago Bulls or the Utah Jazz, the Washington Wizards, where like your only option is literally tanking. I think like you should avoid tanking at all. What's the word? Like all causes, because like I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't goddamn work, bro. Speaking from experience, you know what I mean? Like had hopes of Cooper Flag, and we ended up with Colin Murray Bowles. So what's it called? I will say, in my opinion, big year for Johnny Furphy. I think they used the first round pick on him, and they want him to sort of fit into that rotational role. I think, you know, it's a scary year for Jarris Walker because he was on the edge of that. You know, he'd make the rotation, they'd be out of it, in and out. So I think they need him to fit into that role. And yeah, man, Jarris Walker could play some minutes at the 5. He's an undersized 5, but he could be their backup. I think he's vying for that option this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think the Pacers are going to be that bad. I did have them a lot lower than
I think
consensus, though.
I'm also projecting. Like, I think if I was going pure talent, they would probably be above a couple other teams. But I think. And I hope they make the choice of trying to lose some games at the end.
Yeah.
And get bottom out.
I guess we'll see.
Who's your 12th seed? You had
11.
the Hornets. Yeah, who's your 11?
The 11 seed, the team that is missing the playoffs. It was actually kind of funny because like
In the postseason.
or the postseason, yeah. It's funny because the 11 seed in both conferences, it was like kind of like on the lesser scale for the East, obviously, but I was kind of like, damn, they're missing the playoff. They're the play-in. And I had the Miami Heat.
Okay, I figured.
And what's it called? I'm not like I'm gonna be the first one to say it. I'm not the biggest fan of their team, and unironically, I'm not to say they're a better team with Tyler Hero injured, but like that backcourt is looking a lot better with a defensive anchor in Davion Mitchell alongside Norman Powell. But man,
for context, the Heat traded for Norman Powell. It was a 3-team trade where they acquired Norman Powell, Clippers acquired John Collins, and the Jazz acquired Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson, and a 2027 second round pick. So you basically traded that for Norman Powell, which, I mean, it's pretty worth it to add.
Yeah, no, of course. Value-wise, it's great.
But again,
I mean,
fit-wise, I don't know how that works.
Norman Powell, like the reason the Clippers traded him was because he was a ghost defensively, and I love Norman.
And I also think
he's a great player.
To go with it, it's like, what type of money will he want?
I'll say it's unfair to expect these players to do like everything, bro. There's some players who are they're role players, and he excels at his role. He's an incredible, one of the best shooters in the league. He's up there, bro. And he's an elite scorer. He's a bucket getter. Defensively, he's not the best, but you got to pair him alongside other great defenders. You know what I mean, for him to be valuable. And what's it called? I just don't know about the backcourt of Hero and Norman Powell. They selected Kasparis Yakichonis at the 20th pick. It was a good pick. What's it called? He should have gone a lot higher, in my opinion. I had him going top 10, and he fell all the way to 20. So I was like watching that and being like, holy, that's insane. I will say he's not as NBA ready as I thought he was, you know, coming out of college. I think Summer League and I think Summer League is a good tell for that. Like,
Yeah.
who's NBA ready?
Honestly, I kind of do like the squad they do have. Like, their depth chart is while Tyler Hero's out, Davion Mitchell, Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo, and Khalil Ware. I'm excited for
The
Khalil
starting
Ware.
lineup's solid, but like, it's just who's coming off that bench?
Yeah.
Do we got a roster check? Like, it's because I'm gonna be honest. They lost Haywood Highsmith. I'm pretty sure it's Jaime Jaquez. What's his name? Like, Kasperi Yakachonis is probably gonna play this year, and then I can't think of anyone else on that team. Like
Terry Rozier,
Terry Rozier, who's not good.
Nikola Jovic.
Jovic, who they just extended. So okay, fair enough.
That's kind of it.
He's
Pelly
solid.
Larson.
Pelly Larson. They might actually expect some big man to have him. So
And then Davion.
I'm just
Tyler Hero.
I'm just uninspired by their lineup. I think uninspired is a good word for that. Like,
I have them at the 10 seed.
okay,
So for my 11 seed is the Hornets. I mean, we kind of spoke about everything about them. I think
Yeah.
health's a huge factor for them.
talk about your 10 seed because my 10 seed's someone we mentioned as well.
Okay. So for 11 I have the Hornets. I last season I think you were high on the Hornets. I wasn't. I was high on the Pistons. I think this hopefully finally is the year. And honestly, this has to be the year for LaMelo Ball. Like,
Yeah.
if you go out another season where you're not good, like the ESPN ranking was trash. Hopefully he can stay healthy. They can kind of be decent and be a fun team. Like,
Yeah.
with those commentators, LaMelo Ball, Miles, like, they are a fun team. It's just I got to see the product be able to work on the floor.
It's like, what's it called? Man, I don't know. I don't want to get sucked into the goddamn Charlotte Hornets vortex again,
I'm
bro.
falling- I'm
I'm
falling
not
for
about to
it.
fall for this
I'm
again,
falling
bro.
for it. I'm
I know who you are, Charlotte. I know you, bro. Like, what's it called? Oh man, it's I can't do it again. I
My
actually
10
can't do it
seed
again.
is the Heat.
Yeah. My 10 seed's the Indiana Pacers. So, like, I mean, it's all teams that we've mentioned. I'm glad that our 10 through 15 is, like,
Yeah.
the same mix of teams, you know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. But, yeah, I mean, I think the Indiana Pacers are going to be good enough to at least make the play-in. I think they won't look towards 10.
See, I think they could make it, but I think it's going to be such a close race, they might just opt not to make it.
But, like, to them,
Again, it's
what's
like-
the difference between 11 and 10, bro?
Yeah.
I'm
I have
gonna
them
be
at
honest.
12.
Or you have them at 12. Okay, fair enough. But, like, to me, I'm just like, if they're
I guess it
already...
makes sense, yeah.
If
I know,
they're
I see
at
where
that
you're coming
point... Because, like, bro, I'm gonna be the 10 seed got Cooper Flag, so like it's clearly taking does not matter that much, bro. Playing's good enough, but yeah, I have the Indiana Pacers.
Honestly, you kind of sold me on putting the Pacers at the 10 seed, but I'm going to keep it at 12.
Yeah.
But again,
stand on business, man.
I do like, again, when I look at the Pacers, I think they can range between like 9 to 12.
Yeah.
You know, like I can see them being somewhere there. I
Yeah.
don't think they'd be lower than 12. I don't think they'd be higher than like 6 or
yeah.
be higher than 7.
That's true.
What's your 9 seed?
My 9th seed is the Philadelphia 76ers.
Okay, this is where I have the Boston Celtics.
So damn, man, I have I have Boston way higher than a lot of people would expect.
Let me start on the Boston Celtics.
Sure.
So Boston had to make a ton of moves.
Mm-hmm.
They traded Porzingis to the Hawks, and they got back George Niang and a second round pick.
Yeah.
Not the best return, but again, KP's contract was really big, and
He was coming off having AIDS.
yeah, basically, like we don't know how
Bro,
he's gonna
he
be.
said, I don't know what the illness was, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, insane. What, did this guy have some new nanovirus that
That's
we've
what
never
I'm saying.
heard of,
So,
bro?
It
like,
is really scary. Obviously, there's no Jason Tatum. There is a lot of tweets I'm seeing that he's potentially going to be back in March. I don't know how smart it is for him to rush back in March.
Yeah,
Again,
don't.
like I want him to be 100% healthy. Like, don't be like, okay, we have a chance, let me go back. Because
bro, like, you can't go from sitting on the couch to playing playoff intense basketball.
You know,
like, you can't
you're
do
just
that,
gonna,
man.
like,
I'm
you
be
might as
honest.
well just take the season off, and I'm kind of happy what. Obviously, Tyrese.
The scary thing is I'm hearing Tatum say that, bro. And when you're the player say that,
Yeah.
instead of the generic, like, oh, let me, you know, I got to do what's best for my career. I got to evaluate my body. He's being like, yo, like, I'm coming back. Or I'm trying to come back for this season. I'm like, bro, chill.
Yeah, like, relax, bro. It's fine. Like,
I'm sure Boston Celtics fans are hoping what you're saying is true, but, like, on a lesser scale. I'm hoping
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Celtics fans that are hoping for a tanking year.
That's what I'm saying,
Where
yeah.
they come back next year. Adam Silver blesses them AJ Dibanza, you know what I mean? And what's it called? There's some next
or
level
even
dynasty.
if they get like a high lottery pick, you trade that for like a nice asset. Like they
Yeah.
don't. We talk about big men being kind of bad on some teams. They're starting big man.
Namus Queta.
Yeah, Queta, who was great at times.
I think Namus Queta, but that's why I think Namus Queta is I won't talk too much because I want to talk about the Celtics when I have them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, I think James Quaid is like a big thing is like continuity, right? He's been on the roster.
Yeah.
He fits in very well.
Hustle's good. Other notes, they lost Al Horford. He's a Warrior, yes sir.
You should be
They
as
signed
happy as you are
Boucher
about
for
that.
1 year, $3.29.
Good pickup.
Honestly,
I know
really
they've wanted him for like 3-4 years, so
Yeah.
I'm glad it happened.
It sucks for me
I'm
as
sorry,
like
Boucher.
a Raptors fans to like see Boucher leave because he was like, I actually love Boucher. Like I don't know if you remember when the Toronto Husky days.
Yeah.
There was we were versing the Dallas Mavericks and we came back like down 30.
Yeah, of course.
And Boucher was such a big part of it, and I've always liked the game of Boucher. So that's a good pickup for them.
I'll tell you this.
And then they also traded Drew to the Portland Trailblazers
Yeah.
for Simons and a second round pick.
That's a good point. I forgot about Anthony Simons.
So they're not getting a first round pick for any of those things.
I just want to say on the
Suck.
last point for Chris Boucher. Technically, one last Raptor is left in the championship team. Can
Yeah.
you guess who it is? You're not gonna guess who it is. I'm
Damn,
letting you know
wait.
right now because he's technically not even on the Raptors.
I need to see like the depth chart. Oh, Patrick McCaw.
Yeah, the Raptors
Locked
905.
in, bro.
Well, I gave you a hint, but what's it
What
called?
do you mean?
Huh? Then the Raptors 905 traded for Patrick McCaw, so we still have a 2019 championship player on our roster. Kinda, a little bit.
Ish.
Chris, I
Whatever.
miss you, man.
Yeah.
And, oh my god.
So their depth chart going into next season is going to be Derek White, Anthony Simons, Jalen Brown, Sam Hauser, and Queta.
Yeah.
Not a terrible team, but I don't know.
Yeah. For their draft pick, they picked Hugo Gonzalez, by the way, who is I don't know if they're doing a draft and stash. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I would do because he's not NBA ready at all. I'm gonna be honest.
You want to talk about the 76ers?
Yeah, the 76ers are my 9 seed, and I will tell you this: a big part of it is health. I think I think PG could potentially have a bounce back season, but they're not doing much with Joel Embiid out, bro. And I think this is a big season for him, as in like he noticed last year that he could not rush back. Because when he rushes back, he just gets injured again. So he really needs to figure out what the hell is wrong with his knee. And he needs to like take an entire year off, heal up, and go back at it next season, man. It's frustrating, I know, because their window is it's right now.
It's closing. Yeah.
Like, but I'm gonna be honest, their window is as long as Joel Embiid is healthy, man. That's their window. So like Tyrese Maxey's gonna be good enough to hold them to a 9 seed. They got VJ Edgecombe, who's going to be a great player. It's just, it's not enough, man. It's not enough. People talk a lot about how weak the East is. They got some very solid teams. Like, it's not a cakewalk.
Yeah,
It's not a cakewalk at all, bro.
I was looking through and trying to do the standings. I'm like, damn, bro, there's so many teams that could make the playoffs in the play-in. Like, I just feel like there's so much parity in the NBA right now.
Adem Bona is going to be a big, a big piece as well, because I think they have very high expectations for him. Jordan McCain needs to get healthy. VJ, they are Quentin Grimes to sign that qualifying offer. He's going to be gone after next season. If Quentin Grimes comes out and does what he did at the end of March, I'm 90% sure they will keep him.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think it's going to happen, so I'm pretty sure Quentin Grimes is gone.
So
I was happy seeing all those teams win the stalemate. I was happy seeing the Warriors, Philly, and Chicago and Brooklyn all win their stalemates.
Yeah.
Individually. Other than Brooklyn might have lost it.
no,
But
they qualify an offer.
yeah, but like they might lose Cam Thomas for
yeah.
nothing, bro. I'm gonna be honest, because Cam Thomas is a baller, bro. We didn't talk about that when Brooklyn. Cam Thomas is a baller,
He
bro.
is, yeah.
He's gonna have a great season.
see
It's
the
just,
thing where it's
I don't
like-
think they want to pay him that much, but some other team
Between
probably
Cam
will.
Thomas and MPJ, who's gonna average more assists?
Oh yeah, no, they're both like. I think they might play 2v5.
Yeah,
honestly,
honestly.
they might just go and bench the other 3 players and be like, screw it. Like Jordy's like, yo, y'all got this, bro. 2v5, let's do it, because they don't play defense either. So
Yeah.
I mean, but
See,
yeah.
the thing is about the Brooklyn Nets, their coach is actually really good.
Dude, Jordy Fernandez is a great coach.
Like last season,
But,
bro,
like,
they had no
it's
business being
It's
where
so tough to judge a coach when the team is so
But, like,
diabolically
last
ass,
season,
bro.
we both had them pretty bad, and
Yeah.
they did pretty good.
Yeah, well, at the start, and then they tanked, like they will this year, bro. I don't know if they'll do good this year at all, though. But
I
yeah.
had Philly at 8, so I'm just gonna kind of talk about from what you talked about. I think Joel Embiid's injury is the biggest scare because this is the first time we've kind of been like, yo, when is he actually coming? Like, there's no updates going into him. You know, I heard Brian Windhorst say that even last season, he was never healthy. Like, going into training camp, he was never 100%, kind of what you spoke about. He rushed into it. So can PG bounce back when Embiid's not on the court? You know, Tyrese Maxey, we know
PG's coming off an injury as well.
Yeah,
Like, he's
so-
not gonna, he might not be ready for the regular season.
That's what I'm
which
saying.
is
So it's
insane.
like such a big question mark, and like, how much can Tyrese Maxey do by himself? Because we saw last season the efficiency definitely took a dip, and he was not the same player because he kind of had all the pressure on him. So I think they'll be decent. I don't think they'll be as bad as they were last season.
Yeah.
But I have them as the eighth.
I have a question for you. Did you see my boy Kyle Lowry?
Yes, I was gonna ask
and
you.
how fat he looks.
Oh wait, what?
No, how fat he looks, bro.
No.
Oh, no. The Amazon Prime thing's cool, but bro, look at the photos of him from Media Day. My boy's getting clowned, bro. And listen, to everyone who's hating on Kyle Lowry, he's in his 20th season, bro, and he's at the end of a rotation on a team that might not be very good this upcoming season. Let the man breathe, bro. Let him do his his reporting on the side. Let him eat his cheeseburgers, bro. Like, let him do what he wants, man. I'm tired of people clowning on my boy, bro. It's insane. He was literally like, there's a photo of him. Yeah, exactly. That photo. We'll put it up.
I think the picture's doing him dirty.
The picture, no, 100%. He's, bro, listen,
Look
Kyle
at
Lowry's
him,
got
bro.
discipline, man. My God.
Nah, bro, he's
Yeah.
in boxing in the gym.
Listen, bro, he's in his one of his last seasons. Let the man enjoy. He's accomplished, you know, like maybe
What
not
a
first
goal,
ballot,
bro.
but he's a potential Hall of Famer as well. Like, let the man breathe, bro. Let him eat his cheeseburgers in peace. Lowry, I'm with you, bro. I'd do the same thing, man.
I'm hyped for him to be on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, no,
That's gonna be sick.
we're
But I
seeing
wonder
so
how that's
many.
gonna work. Like, when is he like when?
Well, I mean, Draymond did the same thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Shaq did the same thing. Like, it's not hard.
So I guess you do it when like.
And
the
it's
team's
easier when
eliminated.
you're not an important. I'm sorry, like it's easier when you're not an important player to the roster. So like, I don't know, he'll manage.
Bro, you know what's
actually.
crazy? I searched up Kyle Lowry and someone said Kyle Lowry got to be the best locker room guy ever because how is he still in the league and Russell Westbrook isn't?
Nah, but like, bro, there's so many players. Like Garrett Temple's been in the league
Yeah.
for
Bro,
like
it
God knows
sucks
how
to see
long.
Russell Westbrook not on a team like.
He'll
is it-
find his way.
You
He'll
think
find
so?
his
You
way.
think
100.
he'll-
percent Eventually, right?
I saw the Rockets. Like I saw that him going to the Rockets makes kind of sense with no Fred VanVleet, but I don't know him and KD. That'd be kind of
I'd
cool.
rather you start Amen and then have
Yeah.
Reed Shepard come off the bench. Like, you know what I mean? You could run that like
Yeah,
the
bro.
tallest lineup ever, bro.
Sengun,
Like,
Jabari, KD,
Tari,
Amen,
Amen.
and then
That's 5.
yeah, that's fine.
My God, the CTE's hitting, guys.
I don't know. I mean, I saw the Bucks. See people saying Russell Westbrook to the Bucks.
My
Him,
God.
Kuzma, Giannis. How far?
That's a great segue because my 8th seed, the
Oh.
Milwaukee Bucks, bro. Holy man, that roster is stinky, bro. That roster is the only reason they're the 8th seed is because of Giannis Antetokounmpo, bro. Any other anyone else would genuinely, I would have them out of the play-in. That roster is so
It is
incredibly
atrocious.
bad. Like it's
I do
so-
have them higher though, and
Huh?
I'm gonna get there when I get there. So you
Sure,
can take
but
the
like,
spotlight.
what's going on? Like, it's just like their roster is so like. I look at it right. You know, I'm gonna pull up their roster and read some of the names on that roster.
Cole
man.
Anthony.
Can you say some of the roster moves while I do this? 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like,
So, for the people that don't know, they signed Miles Turner to a 4 years, $108 million contract. You look at it, they had no cap space. And then we get the report they have waived Damian Lillard. For the people that don't know, waiving Damian Lillard means you're stretching his contract of $113 million over 5 years.
yeah,
So the math on that, right, is you're paying Damian Lillard $22.6 million every single season for the next 5 years for him to not even be on the roster.
yeah.
So that means Miles Turner's contract is basically what he got plus this,
Yeah.
which is crazy work.
I want you to hear out this roster, bro. Giannis Antetokounmpo, great player. Miles Turner, great player, but coming off a season, you know, at the end of the year where he didn't shoot the ball especially well. That's an important fact. Remember that he didn't shoot the ball especially well near the end of his season last year. Kyle Kuzma, Gary Trent Jr. had a great end to the year last year, but wasn't the best.
And KP.
Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony coming off the bench, Torian Prince, Bobby Portis, Jericho Sims is their backup 5. AJ Green is going to be playing NBA basketball. Like, I mean, he was on the roster last year, but like, you know, this team is just so bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just Kyle Kuzma is not a good player. I'm gonna be honest. He's not. He's not a good player at all. You would hope that at least at minimum he would be a player that like keeps you afloat. But he hasn't played winning basketball in like I don't know how many years. He played it last year and he was atrocious. He had Tony Snell's stat line. Like he's really goddamn like this roster is so not good. It doesn't have that much shooting around it either. Gary Trent Jr. is a streaky shooter, I'm gonna be honest. AJ Green, great shooter. That's it. You know what I mean? Miles Turner can shoot the ball when he wants to, apparently. Bobby Portis can't shoot. Giannis can't shoot. KPJ is not the best shooter. Kuzma can't shoot. Like, Torian Prince can shoot sometimes. Streaky shooters, bro. I see that trend. And I don't know. There's no continuity. A lot of new faces coming in, and they're not really good faces. You know what I mean? I think they signed Gary Harris this year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know how the GM convinced Giannis to stay. Because looking at this roster, I don't think he knew who was on the roster. I'm gonna be honest.
No, but like, have you seen the media days? Like,
yes,
the
he doesn't. He is not aware of this conversation at all.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
So I think he showed up onto media day and went, "What the hell is going on here, bro?" I'm gonna be complete.
He didn't go to media day.
Huh?
He had COVID.
Oh, so maybe he will show up to
He had
media day and
COVID.
be like, "Yo, get me the hell out," because I know damn well I would think that way, bro. Shows up, he sees goddamn Kyle Kuzma as the second best player on the roster, or third best player on the roster. And like
this is what I'm saying. I have the Bucks higher, and I'm gonna speak on why I have them a bit higher. But there could be two things, kind of either what I say or Giannis requests out.
Mm-hmm.
Because he said multiple times, if there's one player who has put pressure on their front office and talked about winning and said, I don't care where the winning is, it's been Giannis.
it's him and Damian Lillard, and ironically, they both played together at one point. So
Yeah.
and Damian Lillard went crawling back to Portland. So what's it
He
called?
was gonna be a Warrior.
Yeah, that gang. He wasn't playing this year, anyways.
Next year, bro.
Next
Look at
year,
the
yeah?
unction.
Holy my God!
Who's your 7?
My 7 is the Detroit Pistons. I have the Detroit Pistons a lot lower than people. I actually wanted them lower. I'm a lot lower on them than a lot of people say. I just don't think they made too many moves to improve, right?
For people that want to know, they lost Dennis Schroder. They signed Duncan Robinson on a 3-year, $45 million. On 3 years, $45 million. They signed Karis LeVert on 2 years, $28 million. They signed Paul Reed once again, 2 years, $11 million. And then the big thing is Jaden Ivey will be back from injury. And then they also lost Beasley.
Yeah. And what's it called? Like, I don't know. It's just a big part of their success last year, right? It was, what's his name? It was Tobias Harris and Malik Beasley. And I don't think Tobias Harris is going to be the same player as he was last year. He was already, like, slowing down. He's getting older. And Malik Beasley's not there anymore because he's a gambler. Or no, actually. He got proven. He got proven innocent.
I wonder if he's going to be signed too.
I wonder where he's going to go. That's a big, like, fish right there for someone waiting to be taken.
The Bucks, bro.
And he's an issue. Like, he was a Buck at one point. What's it called? Here's the thing. Like, a lot of teams have filled out their cap space, man. So there's not that much room for him. I feel bad because he's fumbled the bag.
And he was about to get, like, a good
bro, he's going to get paid by Detroit. That's why they didn't make too many moves because they were saving that cap space to bring him back. So they just lost out. They brought in Karis LeVert. I just think the other teams around them got better, bro.
Yeah.
Got a lot better. And they're looking for a big jump from like Ron Holland. I'm so sorry, but my like draft board literally reloaded and now it's gone. So what's it called? I'm not sure who they picked in the draft, but like what's it called? I don't think they had a first round pick. They didn't get better enough for me to rank them in a top 6.
For me, I had the Raptors at 7.
Fair enough.
I wanted to put them higher, but I do have explanations for the team that I have above. I'm really excited, and I've spoken to you a lot off cam of how excited I am of the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really big question mark because we haven't seen this group play together at all. You have Ingram, Scotty, RJ, Quickly, Pirtle. I want to see how they gel, but it's like you have players that can take the ball. So, for example, Ingram can be a ball handler. Scotty can be a ball handler. Quickly, obviously, can be a ball handler. So it's going to be see what type of actions do they play. And I think this is going to be the first season in a while where they're going to try and win. So it's going to be a big test for Darko.
Which is exciting.
What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be really exciting. And I think Ingram's going to fit really well. Like, I think the vibes are great. we didn't give much for him. Obviously, we did give him a bag.
Mm.
So it's going to be interesting. And some of their moves that they made is...
They made like 2.
yeah, they fired Masai, which was
Yeah.
really, really...
It was weird. but
Interesting, but
I
I
think
guess
it was. I think that move was
money.
like a little bit a long time coming. Like,
yeah.
I
They
felt
signed
it coming.
Mamu, 2 years, $6 million. The Pirtle extension, which at first looked crazy, 3 years, $85 million, but then
Then
with
it came
contract-
into that it was actually structured properly. So before everyone crashes out about that extension, because I had to explain it to so many people that we didn't
You wanna
actually
explain
pay.
it? How it works?
It was like, what's it called? The third year was basically like non-guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the third year is non-guaranteed. So what's it called? It's he got paid. It's a weird structure though. I've never
Yeah,
seen
I
anything
know,
like
that's
it.
what
Like
I'm
I was shocked as well. You remember? I was like, bro,
Yeah, I'm so
how
confused.
much did we pay
Yeah,
Jakob But yeah, listen, man, it is what it is.
They lost Boucher, and then if you want to talk about their draft picks.
Yeah, they draft Colin Murray Bulls. I have the Toronto Raptors at 6, right? Top 6 seed. Let me tell you what. That starting lineup, right? I think the biggest X factor. Let's start off with this. I think the biggest X factor above everything is going to be Emmanuel quickly. And let me tell you this, right? The things that I've heard out of training camp, and you can take it with a grain of salt because obviously these players are going to like hype up their own guys. But the thing is, literally every single player, when asked who has been the most impressive person in this training camp, and they say it is Emmanuel quickly. They say his ball handling's gotten a lot better, which is a big
good,
thing
yeah.
for him.
He's going to be the starting point guard.
And what's it called? He had struggles with ball handling in the
Yeah.
past. He's an elite sniper. He was always that. And they said he got stronger. And Darko's talked a lot about how much better he's taking care of his body. And he was unhealthy a lot last year. I think he played more games after getting traded here, after the trade deadline in that season, than he did all of last season. So I don't think last season's a fair sample size. And I think this is like
I fully agree with you.
this is a key year for him, right? That's number one. Number two, I think Brandon Ingram is going to fit seamlessly. I think people are really overlooking like that 3-point shooting thing.
Yeah.
Because the Toronto Raptors were missing a bucket getter that could like that goes into his own shot and creates his own shot effectively from the mid post. Like Scotty Barnes does that, but he's more successful when he's driving to the basket.
And to add on, kind of what you said about Brendan Ingram, I feel like, again, we basically replaced Pascal Siakam with Brendan Ingram.
Yeah, in a
and
way.
I think the big thing is we didn't, like, Siakam and Scotty kind of clashed at points. I don't think that'll happen with Ingram and Scotty because, like you said, Ingram can't create his own shot.
Yeah. And that's number two. I think Brandon Ingram's gonna fit seamlessly. Number three, I think people are really overlooking how like very solid our bench depth is. I think Ocha Agbaji is a real NBA player. Grady Dick has been having a lot of hype about him from his teammates about how much stronger he looks and how much better he looks defensively. If Grady Dick learns how to even be an average defender, he will be an NBA player for his entire goddamn career. I'll tell you that much. Jamal Shed had a great summer league. He solidified his backup point guard man. It's always the looming presence of Jacoby Walter. It's gonna be really interesting to see who plays him or Agbaji. I think they're going with Ochai just because he's more seasoned. And then power forward, you got Colin Murray Boyles, who they said was easily, in open practice, was easily the most impressive person there out of everybody, including the starting lineup, which is really exciting to look at.
And then
Jonathan Mobile or Sandro Mamukelos, really. I think it's going to be Mamu because he was in the second rotation for the open practice, so I think that's a good look.
Honestly, I'm excited. To add on, I think another thing is this can be a really big development year for Scotty in the sense of like what we saw with Cade last season. I think that can happen with Scotty. I think a good thing about Scotty is he can play point forward sometimes.
Yeah.
So if you want to go a bit bigger, more defensive lineup, you can have Scotty at the one, bring in CMB.
Now, to play devil's advocate, the things that are wrong about Toronto Raptors, we still don't have shooting, which is in today's NBA important if you want to build a championship contender. But the thing is, like that could be a later on issue, whatever. But we don't have any shooting. So we're going to need Scotty Barnes to improve. And number two, this is the biggest season of his career, obviously, for Scotty Barnes. Because if he cannot prove that he can be the number one scoring option on this team, then he is officially potentially on the chopping block. Now, not saying that we look out to trade for him, but he is like potentially a Milwaukee Buck. Yeah. Because you look at it and you're like, okay, this team, let's say we finish, like you said, in the play-in. And Scotty Barnes hasn't shown that he could be that first option. Maybe Brandon Ingram took him as that. you go and you're like, all right, what do we do? We need that first option.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's looking to trade or Giannis is looking out of Milwaukee. Let's give them Scotty, and we have our first option. And now we build our championship contender around Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the best players in the league. So if Scotty Barnes does not want to be in that conversation, then he's going to have to prove that he could be the number one scoring option on a championship team. And that involves scoring minimum 22 plus, and above all, being efficient.
Yeah.
Like, he was not the most efficient. Forget even the 3-point shot. Like, if you're above 34%, then that's, like, great in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's, what's it called? It's finding a shot in the low post. It's finding a shot going to the basket. Finishing through contact, which is something that he's, like, it pisses me off when he avoids contact because he's strong. He's one of the most, like, physically gifted, like, players in the entire league. So, like, when he doesn't use his body to his advantage, it really annoys me. So that's going to be a big thing for him. And then another player that's really trying to prove, I love the quote that he had, RJ Barrett. He said he doesn't take any of the trade talk in any way personally. Yeah. And he knows that the only way to make it go away is by going out there and playing well. So I love that mentality.
Yeah, I love that.
Because, I mean, contract-wise, he is the most expendable guy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. Probably him then quickly.
Yeah. Like, to add on, are you done your points?
Yeah, I'm done.
To add on, this is a really expensive team for a team if they're not going to make the playoffs. So this is a really big season. I think, that, again, what I kind of mentioned is we haven't seen anything from it. So we're basically going blindsided to see how this will work. Because Quickly has had a different role ever since he's came to Toronto. Like, it's always switched. Same thing with RJ. Like, he was great at times last season. But again, he was, like, basically the first option. So having the full team squad, it looks like everyone's going to be ready for opening day. Like, Ingram seems good. Health is going to be a big issue. And the fit's going to be a big issue.
Yeah. It's interesting, man.
For my number 6, this is where I have the Bucks.
Yeah, okay. Well, damn, man. That's high.
And let me explain. Again.
Making it straight out is wild. Making it straight out, like,
let me explain. Again, like I said before, it could be either be the 6th seed or Giannis comes in and he's like, I want to get traded. And again, the Raptors do look kind of nice. No bias. He's like, for him to be, that's a good fit team. Good assets. Anyways.
Hopefully.
Let me explain. Last season, when Giannis and Dame were both on the court, there was 1,200 minutes. The net rating was 5.4. This season, last season when Giannis was on, Dame was off, 900 minutes. The net rating was 9.1. Okay. So we can see Giannis can kind of carry that team. This kind of reminds me of a team of like one of the Cleveland teams, where it's literally just LeBron James and the thing. You basically replaced Brook Lopez with Miles Turner. Okay. So you got improved. So again, this is gonna be huge for Giannis.
Is it really like? Brook Lopez is such an anchor of that team, though, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I forgot they lost him as well.
But who's better, Miles Turner?
As a player, of course, but like I'm talking about for the team. Like Brook Lopez has been that anchor for like so many years.
Brook Lopez is an like that. Back was
He's still great, bro.
He's
still a great player.
Miles Turner is literally way better than Brook Lopez.
Sure, yeah, no, of course. I'm not saying that. I'm just
skill-wise,
fit-wise, bro. Like,
I think
Brook Lopez was a big part of that system.
I agree, but I think they're gonna try and change things around, and this is gonna be
Doc Rivers is gonna change things around.
I mean, if they're the 16, Doc Rivers is coach of the year.
Yeah.
This is Giannis.
If they're the 16, Giannis is MVP. We're not giving Doc Rivers, Giannis Antetokounmpo's credit if he carries this sorry ass team to the playoffs.
Giannis
bro.
will have to be an MVP.
We're not because we are not giving Doc Rivers any goddamn credit for anything Giannis does this season, bro. I'm tired of it. We're not
like you talked about the depth chart. KPJ at times he showed flashes last season. Gary Trent, Kuzma, Giannis, Turner. Again, a lot of what ifs because Turner, like you said, he didn't end the season off great shooting wise. But I'm not looking at that too big because, again, just like we don't look at March basketball, I'm not looking at Turner's end of the season being bad versus what he was normally.
But it's so different to March basketball. This is meaningful basketball.
No, but okay,
this is probably the most meaningful basketball.
Yes, okay, but like just because he had a bad playoffs, I'm not looking at him and saying, oh, he's not able to shoot. Like I know what he can do.
No, but what's it called? Like it's just he's got like.
I'm talking about the regular season.
Yeah, but he's being asked more of him this season than ever in his career. Like what's it called? Like that's genuinely true. Because
Yeah, no.
early on in his season, you're not being asked much because your team's tanking.
Yeah.
When they're winning, they have Tyrese Haliburton and Pascal Siakam
Yeah.
next to them. He's not being asked like much of him there. Bro, this season he's the second option. He's never
Honestly,
been a second option in his
the
career.
pick- the pick
on a
and-
team that's trying to win.
The pick and pop with him and Giannis is going to be interesting, but Giannis isn't the type of guy.
So how
who
do you
gets a lot of
explain
screens.
how they're gonna win with Kyle Kuzma as their starting small forward in the big 2025?
I'm high on Kyle Kuzma.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you gonna draft him in fantasy?
No. I don't think he's going to be as bad as he was last season. I really do.
Congratulations.
Again, this whole thing.
He was generationally ass last season.
This whole thing, I really do think Giannis can carry this team to be a 6.
Okay.
And literally, this whole ranking is Giannis. If Giannis
Yeah.
misses 10 games,
Yeah,
game's
they're
gone.
cooked, yeah.
Like, Giannis has to play.
That's another big. That's why I had them so low. Because, bro, so many factors have to go right. And on top of that, Giannis has to carry this team. One injury to Giannis Antetokounmpo, they are screwed, bro. They might be competing with the Brooklyn Nets if Giannis gets injured. I'm being dead serious. Like, if Giannis gets injured, they might be not as bad as Brooklyn, but like they might be 13 seed like worthy, bro. Chicago might have a better roster without Giannis.
They don't
Like,
even have their pick.
they don't have their pick next season, so that's a big reason why I don't think like tanking. You know, what I mean, that's why I didn't have as low as they did. They can't tank. You know, what I mean, they're screwed if they tank. But like,
But that's kind of my whole reasoning about the Bucks. I really do think I look at this.
who has their pick?
We're
Do
gonna
you
get to
know?
that. The
Okay.
Hawks.
Oh damn.
that. I
Hey
don't know if you
man,
remember.
maybe Giannis Antetokounmpo's a Hawk so that they get their pick back, bro. Sorry, it's bothering me.
So yes, I really do see this Bucks team as like the 2017 Cleveland Cavaliers, and LeBron had to do
2018.
everything. Yeah, 2018. LeBron had to do everything. I think Giannis will have to do everything.
LeBron, but
And
2018 LeBron was genuinely might have been one of the best players of all time. Like one of the best primes ever, bro.
But Giannis is like
That's a great
that.
player.
Yeah,
I'm not taking
yeah.
anything away from him.
Giannis could be.
I had them the 8th seed. That's good. That's what a carry job. If he takes them to the 8th seed, I am impressed. And that's my ranking. Because Giannis is a great player. But he is not getting this sorry ass team to the 6th seed, bro. They're so bad.
I've heard some people say that
They're not
they have
good.
the Bucks coming out of the
That's
East.
insane, bro. What the hell is
Yo, honestly,
Do we genuinely think the East is that bad? Like, is that what we're doing?
or is Giannis that good?
Like, bro, it's insane. He is that good, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, he is that good. He's a great player. He's MVP. But it's just the team around him, man.
Who do you have at number 5?
My number 5 is the Atlanta Hawks.
Okay, I have the Hawks. For the moves they made, sign and trade for Nickeil Alexander-Walker, which was a great grab. 4 years, $62 million. They had to give up a 2026 second round pick.
Yeah.
They signed Luke Kennard to $11 million for 1 year. They traded for KP, as we talked about with the Celtics move. They only had to give up Niang, and they got rid of that Terrence Mann contract. We were together last trade deadline, and we said, what the hell are the Hawks doing acquiring Terrence Mann? You know, so it seemed really interesting what they were doing.
Oh,
last
while
trade
we're
deadline.
at it, bro, Terrence Mann might be one of the worst players in the NBA. I
He's
just
a
want to say
Brooklyn
that.
guy.
Holy, he sucks.
And
and
that
yeah, that's another
contract-
player on the Nets, bro. Holy, he's like terrible, bro.
And the most surprising trade, and might look as the biggest fumble. The Atlanta Hawks, well, not fumble for them. The greatest thing that they did, they acquired the 2026 first round pick, the best of the New Orleans Pelicans.
How
or
did
the
they?
Milwaukee
How did they
Bucks.
acquire that? Wait, what deal? Do we know? Was it
Yes.
the Dyson Daniels?
No, they acquired it by trading Derek Queen to the Pelicans. Joe Dumars Joe Dumars, right?
Yeah.
He really wanted Derek Queen. He called many
Good
people
knowledge.
trying to trade that pick for Derek Queen.
I love Derek Queen, by the way. I'm a fan
Again,
of him.
it's amazing, and again, obviously to a way less scale. But like when the Luka Doncic trade happened, everyone was like, "Oh, AD, like AD's a great player." Same thing with Derek Queen, but the value that you gave up, that could look terrible. Like you could be giving up a top 5 pick.
it's
And
not.
again, my boy Zion, I said last season that I'm done buying stock. I am buying stock in Zion Williamson.
You
We'll
literally
talk about
said, "There's got to be a clip out there where I was like, yo, you're gonna buy in again." There has to be a
Yeah,
clip
you
somewhere.
find it.
Yeah, I just know you fall into the Hornets and the
that. No,
Pelicans.
Hornets,
loop. Congrats.
Hornets I didn't buy last.
No, I mean this year. Like this year, you're falling into the Hornets loop and the Zion Williams loop. Zion Williamson loop.
LaMelo and Zion.
Yeah, what's next? Are you?
Game's gone.
The game is actually gone, bro. I can't lie. I had Atlanta at 5. They picked Asian Newell, by the way, in the draft. Great pick. I just what's it called? I love the moves they made. I think they had, in my opinion, the perfect offseason. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is going to add some very needed 3-and-D play, and I think I love what they're going for in Atlanta. Like they have an identity now, which is something that they lacked before, where they got a bunch of switchable 3-and-D wings that can guard multiple positions. You know what I mean? You got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Zachary Rissache. Dyson Daniels can guard multiple positions. Jalen Johnson, who's going to be healthy again, hopefully. You know what I mean? Trae Young's going to be a baller again. You already know what he brings. He's an offensive demon.
And their depth chart is Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, KP, and Double O.
Yeah.
And that's solid.
Bro, what's it called? Onyeka Okongwu backing up Kristaps Porzingis. That's a
or
really
he could be
good...
starting with him. You can go either or.
I wouldn't do that.
Either way. But again, I also don't think KP's going to be that healthy.
I would start Zachary Rissache. I would do I would do Trae, Dyson, Zach, Jalen, KP. Yeah. That would be my lineup. But I'll say this: it's just as simple as you were surrounding a bad defensive player with Trae Young with a lot of defense. You know what I mean? When Kristaps Porzingis is healthy, he can play defense. He's a great shooter. You know what I mean?
And something to add with the shooting, we've seen Trae pick and roll with Capella and how good he was with John Collins.
Now
we haven't seen him with the pick and pop.
Yeah, exactly. Now you've got a guy who, instead of pick and rolling, he could go out to the three as well, which is like low key scary.
A nasty floater. Yeah, so it's like you know, it's going to be interesting.
You got to respect the lob there. Again, it goes up to is Kristaps Porzingis going to be healthy? Yeah. I mean, he was healthy enough for the Celtics, but that Celtics roster like didn't rely on him as much as the Atlanta Hawks are going to rely on him. So it's a very interesting It's an interesting pickup. But I do think they're going to be great. I think they're going to be good. They could potentially be even higher, man. Maybe higher than my 4 seed. I was looking at
them at the 4 seed, but my 4 seed's also kind of a bold pick.
Yeah. I forgot who you haven't said yet.
You'll be shocked. But again, with the KP trade, you didn't give up much. So even if he doesn't work out or materialize, he was good. You know, you didn't give up much. So I'm excited. Nickeil Alexander-Walker on the team is amazing. And I love the team.
I have what's it called?
I really, honestly, I don't know if you know, I'm a huge Trae fan.
Yeah.
I've been a pretty big Trae Young fan. And this is the best team he's had his whole career.
So if you're a big Trae fan, what are your thoughts on him versus Pat Bev?
Pat Bev sucks, bro. I've been saying this. Pat Bev is a full-on pure yap.
Nah, he's a weirdo, man.
Bro, that is so bro.
Yo, Dylan Brooks gets a lot of hate for trash talking, bro. But he's going out there night in, night out, and he's playing good effort, bro.
There's no way Patrick Beverley said.
Pat Bev's in Israel talking trash, bro.
There's no way Patrick Beverley said, I made the conference finals once in my 8 years. There's no chance. That's your, rebuttal. Yo, dang, what are we doing? And Trae Young's not to talk about. Amazing defensive player. If you guys haven't watched that, watch it. It was 10 minutes.
Trae's, that interview or whatever it is so funny, bro. Because what's it called? And the cutting, the editing on that. Shout out to whoever edited that, man. That was edited so well because it was the perfect vibe of what he should have done. Yeah. He had to respond, but at the same time, it's not taking him. It's too quiet, bro. I don't know if they'll hear it.
Hold the mic.
Yeah, bro, the whole setup was there, and then he goes, he's like, "What the hell am I doing?"
Yeah,
it felt
it was the perfect thing so that he had to respond, obviously, but at the same time, you wanted to make it look like we're not taking this guy serious. I'm not in the same league as this dude, bro, because he's not.
Cool.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he destroyed him. And Pat Bev had a sad response. But what can you say, bro? Trae Young has accomplished more than Pat Bev in 6 seasons or 7, bro.
What was his response?
What's it called? It's Pat Bev tried responding, being oh, you know what I mean. He just is typical Pat Bev, talking trash.
Honestly, all Pat Bev.
Take this as motivation, yada yada. He said, he's weird, man. He's a weird dude.
Trae Young better come out with a big season because now you got that.
Also, I have another question while we're on the Atlanta Hawks, because I had this debate with someone in the trailer for the Netflix starting 5. There was a clip, right, of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander watching Tyrese Halliburton's game winner. In that room with him was his cousin Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who he was playing at that time in the Western Conference Finals. In your opinion, do you think that is weird or that's normal? Because they're playing each other at both of their points, the pinnacle of their careers. in the most important games of their career, and they're hanging out off the court, you know what I mean, just watching basketball, when the next day they're playing in an intense Western Conference Finals matchup. Do you think it's weird or not?
I don't think so.
Yeah?
Because, okay, mind you, it's not like they're going over game plans. Like, at the end of the day, they're family.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like they're pure blood. Like, they're first cousins, you know? So it's like, if you're close, you grew up together. I mean, on the broadcast, they said at least 10 times.
Yeah.
They were close going.
Are they cousins, bro?
So, I mean, I don't really see that weird. Like, okay, like, yo, game's done. Like, again, whatever's on the court stays on the court,
Yeah.
you know? Like, I'll trash talk you on the court, but out, we're homies, you know? So it's like, it's not like...
And they're, like,
he's
close like
skipping
brothers.
practice to go do that, you know? It's not like he's like, screw you.
I will say, though, in my point of view, I wouldn't. Like...
Really?
Because I get they're close and whatever, but you can go 2 weeks without seeing them. Like, this is the pinnacle of your like professional basketball career. I'm not saying that they should hate each other afterwards. You know what I mean? Go back to like being cool or whatever. But like in this moment, man, I'm not. If I'm if I'm like Nikhil, I don't want anything to cloud my like play on the court. You know what I mean? You can say it, but there's always the potential. Like you go on the court and you see this dude who you're hanging out with yesterday, and maybe unintentionally you go less hard than you would if you haven't seen this guy in a while. You
Fair
know what
enough.
I mean?
I do see what you're saying.
That's just me personally. Like, I'm not gonna hate on
I don't-
Trae.
I don't
Obviously,
wanna-
it's such a small thing. Like who gives a
Exactly.
shit?
I don't think it's weird. Why are people saying it's weird?
No. I'm just like I couldn't think of the word first. I just said weird, but like I mean, do you think it's odd? I think what should have been a better word.
I think it's fine. Like again, they're cousins. It's not like they're friends and stuff. You know, like they're boys. Like I'm sure. Okay, you know, if Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan were playing in the series, I'm sure they'd hang out off the court. Like I wouldn't. I
don't think friends. I think it's literally purely just because they're family. But like, I don't think friends at all. I don't think friends should be seeing each other off the court if they're playing.
Yeah.
It's the West Coast, bro. That's the furthest Nikhil's made. That's the first Shea's made. It's the pinnacle of their career. I think just like if I was in their shoes, just 2 weeks, but it ended up being less than 2 weeks because they won in 5. So
who's your number 4?
My number 4.
Let me go with my number 4 first.
My number 4 is also like higher than you have them.
We've said this team. Oh, you have the Celtics.
I have the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, okay. I have the Pistons.
Damn, man.
I think the Pistons will build off of what they did last season. I think this is you didn't really mention Asar Thompson. This is a new year for Asar Thompson to develop, going into his 3rd year. Last year, I think he was dealing with the blood clot at the start of the season, and he was amazing. Like they took the Knicks to 6, and potentially you can say maybe to 7. Losing Beasley does suck. They did replace him with Duncan Robinson. Again, I do think Beasley is much better than Duncan Robinson. So I don't love their offseason, but I think this is a big year for Cade to get better defensively. The turnovers can get better. Another year for Jalen Duren. Tobias Harris can be good. And I think having Jaden Ivey back is big too because...
That's true.
You know, is this going to work? Because if it doesn't work, trade deadline, you know who's gone. Jaden Ivey, you're gone. You know, like you're not trading Cade Cunningham. So you get him back. I do think they're going to progress. And I think with the East getting weaker, this is the chance for the Pistons to jump up.
I'm just
and
like...
they're like that gritty team.
What's it called? For me, it's like, I don't think their roster genuinely got better. Like Dennis Schroder was a huge part of that those playoffs.
But again, Jaden Ivey is that replacement.
Yeah, but Jaden Ivey's also coming off a gruesome injury, bro.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? He had like actual surgery. Hopefully he's getting healthy or whatever. But like it takes time, especially for a young player to go through that early on in his career. So Tobias Harris is good. He's only gonna get worse. I'm gonna be honest. Like with age, and then they're losing Malik Beasley, who was again another like people don't realize how important he was, bro. He was like tied or he was second.
His jersey retired.
Yeah, he was like second for second in threes made in the entire league. So like
By one.
he was their 3-point shooting, bro. Because like now it's Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson's like fallen off a cliff ever since the finals year. You know what I mean? So are they relying on him for the shooting? Asar Thompson's not going to be a shooter.
Yeah.
Jalen Duren can't shoot. Isaiah Stewart's can shoot kinda, but like again he's coming off the bench. Like I don't know, man. It's not a team that I'm like too excited.
Give me your explanation on the Celtics.
I think a big thing was continuity. I think Peyton Pritchard is finally, back in the day. I forgot
to mention him. I said Anthony Simon.
Back in the day, right? He went into this like thing of he would get more minutes and they would start him sometimes, and he didn't look as good. I think he's ready for that role because of all the minutes and experience he's got playing off the bench. And honestly, he played some big minutes for the Boston Celtics in the past. I think Jaylen Brown is good enough to carry the load up to the 4 seed. I don't think a 4 seed is crazy. A crazy feat, bro.
I was not, that's
A 4 seed isn't a crazy feat because looking at them, they can definitely. Atlanta's the only maybe. I think they can definitely be better than Toronto Raptors, the Detroit Pistons, the Milwaukee Bucks. Roster construction wise, they still have some great players, bro. Derek White has looked that he fits into that role perfectly. He steps up every single time whenever there were injuries in the past. I think he can be great again this year. Anthony Simons is another player that's an incredible offensive threat. And if he even buys into the defensive end a little bit, which being coached by Joe Mazzulla, I think he will be executed if he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's great. I think Neemias Queta has played some incredible minutes. I think he's ready for that. Chris Boucher coming off the bench. I think he's finally going to have a team where he plays consistent minutes. And in the past, when he's done that, he's looked really goddamn good. I think people are overlooking this team. Me personally, if you asked me this 2 months ago, I had them in the play-in or missing the play-in. But I thought about it. I was like, man, this team, I think they're too talented, honestly, to miss it. And Jason Tatum, obviously, being out sucks, but I think the supporting cast is going to be able to carry the load, man.
I do see what you're saying. I don't know. I just can't put Boston that high. Again, I think 4 seed's crazy. There's a lot of teams that I can see being better than them. Again, what's their big man situation? Jaylen Brown, this is his chance to be a first option. So it's going to be interesting. I see where you're coming from, but I just can't put them that high because I think there's a lot of factors that won't allow them to do
Sam Hauser as well coming off the bench.
No, he's starting.
Is he starting? No, he's not. No way.
Who's the starting power forward?
They got to start, what's his name? Bro, start Peyton Pritchard point guard. Or start, oh, man.
It's Pritchard, White,
damn, bro.
JB, Sam Hauser, Queta.
Sam Hauser's power forward?
Yeah,
that's wild,
he's a small forward, power forward. Unless you want to play JB at the 4.
No chance, bro. Or maybe Chris Boucher fits in that role. I think they need a little bit more size there, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They can always make a move, though.
Their front court's not looking great. So.
Yeah, but
and it sucks because they're kind of forced
Xavier
to do
Tillman?
Who's your 3?
Number 3 is the Orlando Magic.
Okay, same thing.
I
just before you start, let me just the transactions they made. Tyus Jones, they signed him. I really do like that. You don't really. You're like whatever.
Yeah.
They traded for Desmond Bane. They traded Cole Anthony, KCP, this year's 16th overall pick, 3 unprotected first round picks, which is going to be 2026, 2028, and 2030.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, right? I think obviously value-wise, that Desmond Bane trade is a lie. I think we talked about it. But I think it might have been fit-wise the most perfect move for a team.
Amazing.
Because they needed shooting so goddamn desperately. It is insane.
And sorry, finish.
Yeah, I think what's it called? Their entire team. Tyus Jones is not a good player in 2025.
Bro. I mean, a backup.
Bro, he's not good, man. I'm just being straight up. I don't know where this rumor or prophecy or whatever you want to call it came from. It's not true, bro. He's not a good player. And I remember the whole thing about, the Suns got him for a steal of a contract, and then he played terribly. And now people say, Orlando got him on a steal of a contract. I don't know what Tyus Jones did to people, bro. Why do people, you know what I mean? But overall, I think shooting was just such a big, thing for them. And you saw when they had a good shooting game, they looked genuinely unstoppable. Defensively, they're an incredible team, man. And that will never change. Franz Wagner is still constantly improving. Mm-hmm. I think people forget how good of a player he is. And I'm trying to see their roster right now.
While you find it up, it kind of sucks because I feel like the Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero situation is kind of similar to what the Celtics were with JB and Tatum back in the day. I feel like a lot of people will compare them and try to split them apart. But the truth is, they can both work together. And
people forget, bro. Jalen Suggs was injured all of at the end of last season, and they got him. They got Anthony Black as well. Jace Richardson is going to play actual rotational minutes, in my opinion. He was their rookie this year. Mm-hmm. I think he's an incredible player. I'm a big fan of him. He's Jason Richardson's son, by the way, which is very interesting. So yeah, Jonathan Isaac, defensive monster as always. Jet Howard's on the outside looking in.
And I feel like they have assets to go acquire something.
Yeah, man. I mean, Tristan Da Silva is also a great player. It's their big man depth. Mo Wagner as well. Bringing him back was huge. Yeah, genuinely.
I think he's gonna be out at the start of the season.
Yeah, but when he's healthy, man, I think he genuinely people were talking about him for 6th man of the year last season before he got injured.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. Granted, he had a massive injury, and it's going to be tough to come back. It's going to be hard to come back from that, especially him. But yeah, him, Goga,
Anthony
Wendell.
Black, that's gonna be a big season for him.
Yeah.
Goga, Tristan De Silva, like you mentioned, and then kind of Jet Howard's kind of.
And again, bro, like I said it last season when I picked them in the upset against the Boston Celtics as my hot take. Like, if they shoot the 3-ball well, they are genuinely like up there with one of the more impossible teams to beat.
Yeah.
And I think they're just going to get better at 3-point shooting, and now they're adding a sniper in Desmond Bain. So
I think this kind of does suck because
think
this
Paolo's
puts
gonna
a
get good at
lot
shooting
of
as well.
pressure for Desmond Bain to be that shooter, kind of like how it was KCP, but obviously Desmond Bain.
yeah, but I think it helps that he's the third option, right?
Yeah.
If he came in there, like a Miles Turner is under way more pressure, by the way. Like, what's it called? Straight? No, I'm not even dissing. I'm just saying straight up. Like, he's coming in there as the second option, and they're expecting him to bring the shooting. Whereas Desmond Bain, they're like, oh, you're adding him as shooting, but
you're
to
the third
score,
option.
you're like the third option.
And
So
you
we
don't have
got
to really,
Franz.
like defensively, you don't have.
Yeah,
that
you can
pressure
get
as well.
carried. Yeah, exactly. You can get carried by his
Just the big man depth is kind of
Huh?
like the
yeah, but
starting big
Wendell
man.
can play defensively, man.
Wendell's been.
He can
goofy.
defend a little bit. He can defend a little bit. I feel like we had the JV versus Wendell conversation at one point. I don't even remember what
Last
size
season
I
when
was
put
on.
Zion over Paolo.
Yeah, like, I don't even remember,
Stay
bro.
tuned.
Yeah,
Once
holy.
again.
Oh my god, I'm petrified for. Honestly, it's come full circle, man. Y'all used to diss my rankings, and now I'm dissing yours, bro. So like, it's come full circle, man. Honestly, but yeah, Orlando, I'm excited about them. That's one of the teams. They're playing today as well.
They're a team that can come out of the East.
Maybe
They
maybe.
had a new rebrand, bro. Their rebrand is so nice.
Yeah,
The
oh my-
jersey,
their
the
new-
aura in the court.
Bro, their logo, man. Their
Yeah.
logo is so good, bro.
The
Holy.
pinstripes.
Yeah, shout out to them, man.
The Knicks, I have as the second seed.
The Cleveland Cavaliers, I have as the
Interesting.
second. seed.
Honestly, I was debating. Like this whole time, I'm like, Knicks are gonna be first. Knicks are gonna be first.
Yeah.
And then in the shower today, I went with the Cavs.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like I literally was just like, what's it called? I was flip flopping between them, and like I was
The
just like,
Knicks
yo,
made
I
some-
just think the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Knicks made
I
a
honestly have no
lot.
reason for them over the Cavs.
They made a lot of. Like,
They
I
had some
think
great moves. I
this
think,
is gonna be a season where their starting lineup isn't gonna be
bro.
playing
I'll
the
tell
whole
you,
game.
I'll tell you this, man. One of the most underrated moves, and
Mike
one of those
Brown.
moves where I was like, how the hell did they manage to get him?
What?
Gershon
Yo,
Yabusele.
literally, I called you. I think,
I
and I
was
was
like-
like, bro, how did he get that?
No,
much
like it
money?
is unhealthy how excited I am for that
Bro.
move. Like,
The Knicks, like I was high on them last season. You remember this? Like
Yeah.
everything, I'm like Knicks.
Yeah.
I wanted them to win it.
they came close.
Now you go and you get a guy in Mike Brown who's shown success with the Golden State Warriors as
Mm-hmm.
an assistant manager. He's shown success in the Sacramento Kings when they were the 3 seed. Obviously not the playoff success.
Mm-hmm.
You go and get a guy like him where you don't have to, he's not going to be a guy who's going to play everyone on the court. He's going to find a way to optimize Karl Anthony Towns way more.
Yeah.
And then you go and add, right? You don't lose any of your starting lineup. You add a Jordan Clarkson, you add a Malcolm Brogdon, and you add a Gershon Yabusele.
Yeah.
Tell me, when has this Knicks team had this good of depth?
Yeah,
You
I've
have
never-
Mitchell Robinson, you have Deuce McBride, you have Gershon Yabusele, and you have
Brogdon.
Brogdon off the bench. And then you
Clarkson.
also have, if you want to, you can run the double big lineup. Like,
Ariel Hookporty had a very solid rookie year, and there's always the looming presence of Pacome Dadier improving as well. Yeah, man, they're a great team. Tyler Kolek, you know what I mean? He's a player I know they're excited about. So they've got real depth, which is insane. The wing depth is a little lacking, but again, that's just a trade deadline move, a buyout option move. You know what I mean? In the buyout market to get a little bit of wing depth. But like, bro, they have an actual roster this season.
they
You
have
know
a
they're starting-
literal 10-man roster. Like,
you
10-man
you know their starting lineup is good enough to
Taylor,
like.
Mikel, OG, Josh.
Last year to bring them to the Eastern Conference Finals when arguably it was a tougher road to get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now it's easier.
So yeah, it's an exciting team. Cleveland.
I have the Knicks at 2 and Cleveland at 1, just because I think Cleveland are such a dominant regular season team. We just basically have to see it in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and some noted moves. They lost Ty Jerome, but they added Lonzo Ball for Isaac Okoro, which I think is an amazing.
I think the saving grace for them was last year the injuries, so they can look at it
Yeah.
and be like, "Yo, we were injured. If we were healthy, we would have won." It's just like I don't know, man.
This has to be because
It has to be the year. If they don't, bro, like what do they do from this?
If this is
roster's
not the
so-
year, Jared Allen or Garland.
Or Mitchell, bro. Because
mean-
what's it called? As a first option, if you're not winning,
I don't think you trade Donovan Mitchell like after
bro.
what he did.
But I'm gonna be honest, like when you're at this point, right? It's the same thing with the DeMar DeRozan stuff. Like if your first option is not performing to the level you need him
But
to,
when did he
that
not
is the
perform?
first person.
He did not like okay. Each of those games, he was going out and like carrying the team.
Was he?
Yeah, 50 points when they lost.
He did not have 50 points.
Okay,
in the
not
game
50,
last
but
year.
like it was a crazy amount. Wait, let me.
I just need to know that. But what's it called? I'm saying like Darius Garland or Donovan Mitchell. But if Donovan Mitchell has another
And you're not
poor
trading Evan Mobley, let's
playoffs,
be real.
yeah, of course. Evan Mobley's probably the safest guy. on
And
that
this is
roster.
gonna be like a big year for him too, like his offensive production.
Yeah, because he's like, bro, you're ranking him top like 10 in the league, top 15, averaging 18 points per game. He's gonna need to like step that up a little bit, bro, before I rank him that high. But what's it called?
Yeah,
I'm not even.
He's
like,
gotta do much more than
You know what I mean? Like I'm not even. People like I love defense, bro. Defense is so important in this league.
You don't love Mobley though.
But bro, if you top 10, top 15, when you're talking about that, you have to be an elite. You have to either be the what's it called? You have to be an elite defender and at least a solid offensive player, bro. And he is. But like, what's it called? That's like top 20. You know what I mean? He's closer to top 10 than top 20, bro. You know what I'm saying? That is like, I don't know, man. It is what it is, bro. I think they have a great roster.
Last season in the versus the Pacers, he had 33 points and then 48 points.
Okay, yeah,
48 points, 9 assists, 43 points, and then he had one stinker. I think that's when they lost by 20.
Yeah.
And then in the closeout, he had 35 points.
Okay, yeah.
And this is on like decent efficiency.
What's the efficiency?
Okay, so the game he had 33 was 43%.
Okay.
And then it was 50 when he had 48. And then it was 48% when he had 43.
Okay, that's good.
And then 27%.
I don't blame you for
12.
43. Yeah.
And then 32 in the closeout, which is
yeah.
kind of bad.
I mean, what's the goal? Yeah, he's good. He's a good player, but I don't know, man.
I definitely do think we like
In the past, I haven't seen Donovan Mitchell as that number one option on the championship team. I don't know why. It just doesn't give me the.
I just think like Mobley's gonna have to be huge. You know, Garland's gonna have to be huge. But I honestly, I would like to see Garland get traded for something because like
Who's
undersized.
available,
Yeah,
bro?
that's the thing.
No one's available. Like, that's the thing. Like everyone.
Like you need a nice.
Everyone's
small
trying to
forward
win.
with this team.
Everyone's trying to win right now, bro. I'm telling you, it's a scary time.
Laurie Markkinen,
Larry
bring him
Markkinen.
back.
Yeah, Larry Markkinen is the weirdest player ever, bro. Eurobasket looked like the greatest player of all time. In the NBA, people still love him even though he's playing terrible. Or last season, at least. Like, it was, what's it called? He's the weirdest player to gauge. I have no idea how he's going to do. But who cares about Utah Jazz? Everyone's injured already.
Yeah.
I saw a report.
Yeah, that was
Yo, can I just say, I was sitting there dying laughing for the next, 15 minutes looking at that. Because, bro, it was... The first day of training camp, bro. It's first day of training camp. I see Larry Markkinen's out with this. George Niang's out with this. What's his name? Walker Kessler's out with this.
Wait,
Taylor Hendricks is out with
on
this.
The Jazz?
Yeah.
How?
I think so. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing out. I'm just saying names. Kevin Love. I think I saw George Niang.
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love's on the Jazz and he's out. It's the
I was like,
funniest
yo,
thing.
the tank started before.
Yeah,
the
he is.
season.
He is on the Jazz.
Okay. Yeah.
Kyle Filipowski.
The tank deadass started before the.
It's like, how is it already happened, bro? They didn't even give him one preseason game. Like, they didn't even give him the goddamn open practice, bro. Like, imagine we show up to Raptors open practice, Scotty's in street clothes, RJ's in street clothes. Like, it's insane, bro.
That's
Holy.
jokes.
Scotty got hurt in open practice, but he's fine. He's fine. I got scared though. I was like, God damn it!
I'm excited for the. I don't want to talk too much about the West, but I'm excited for that.
It's
Do you have
exciting,
any
bro.
Out of NBA topics.
Honestly,
the funniest and the sickest thing was the LeBron James Kai Cenat link up.
Yeah,
that was
cool.
low-key dope. If you guys didn't see, Tyler James claims to be LeBron's son, and LeBron basically said, like, "You're my firstborn." That was pretty cool.
Who's left, bro? Like, that needs to meet people. I know
Flight, Curry,
And then,
Speed met Ronaldo.
yeah, like literally, I feel like every big celebrity is meeting their
Curry.
idol, bro. You and Curry? What'd you do if you met Steph, bro?
No, I'd go crazy.
Yeah.
I'd have to be cool, you know.
How's your what's it called? NBA season going?
It's sick. I mean, we won
Sunday
last
league.
game. We won by 16.
Yeah.
I dropped a cool 15 and 15,
Jeez.
15 and 12 actually.
Damn, who's going to get 12 boards, bro?
Bro, we're dominating on the boards.
Damn, man.
I think we out rebounded them like 14. I was getting every offensive
They're a
rebound.
team of midgets, bro.
Literally,
Yeah.
it's you probably know it, but it's literally Irfan,
Yeah.
Abu,
Damn.
another short guy. They literally have 3 shooters that can't play defense.
That's funny. That's funny.
But we have a game today. That's gonna be a big game.
Hey,
we
man.
verse a pretty good big.
Jeez.
We're winning it all. We won preseason.
Yeah, hey, listen, man. A lot has happened, bro. Because like it's been like 3 months, man. We had soccer season. We had basketball season.
Facts.
We had like a lot
You
of
won
stuff.
in soccer.
I mean, 2 for 2, bro.
I mean, in the second basketball league, we're probably winning that too, bro.
Yeah.
It was so funny. That was actually my best game. So like, for reference, this is like I play in a league which is with the community, so it's everyone like Muslims, and then I play in another league. It's a Toronto Chinese basketball league, and like there's like hoopers there.
Yeah.
So like, I've never played.
China got some hoopers, bro. I can't lie.
I've never played in a league like that. So when I first joined, I was like really like the confidence wasn't there. Like I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Now it's just like the team is really good. We got Raza on it. We got Shabir. So we got hoopers and we're 10-man deep. So it's like when I'm on the court, I'm giving my 100% for like 5 minutes and I'm signing off. You know.
Facts.
So it's like, bro, I've been hooping.
Sick.
It's been sick. But yeah,
my Buffalo Bills. You know what I mean? I wore the jersey today because we're stepping it
bro
up.
did not wear the rapper
You know what I
jersey.
mean?
Bro said bun the rapper.
I wanted to do I wanted to do like a little like segment of like, because you don't know much about the NFL.
Yeah.
So if I named a team, I want to see like I want you to give like a 2-minute spiel on how their season's gonna go
The NFL.
on NFL. Even if
Let's-
you don't know,
Let's do that when the NBA season starts. Because
Or no-
I wanna dedicate my 2 minutes to our Toronto Blue Jays.
yeah. Oh yeah. Give a quick little rant on why the Toronto Blue Jays are gonna win the World Series this season, bro. Come on, let's go. Hit 'em.
Bichette is out
He's
for
out,
the
yeah.
playoffs, which kind of sucks. But we got Vladdy. He's amazing. We got Gossman, amazing pitcher.
Okay.
Our catcher's amazing.
Who's our catcher?
Kirk.
Okay. Okay.
Grand slam, another home
Yes.
run. Bro has been balling out.
He's him.
He's him. And yeah, like we're winning. We're winning.
We're winning the chip, bro.
Yeah,
Who's stopping? I'm gonna be honest. I think we're losing the Yankees, but we're winning the chip, bro. You know what I mean?
Like
It's insane, bro.
Aaron Judge is kind of scary.
He's a little scary. I can't lie.
Kind of bad,
Like
but-
that, yo, he is giant, bro. I've never noticed how huge he is. He's like literally like 6 foot. Like, bro, he should be like the Raptors need like some small forward depth. No, we don't. But I'm just saying, like, yo, the Warriors need a big man, bro. Like, it's insane.
How-
He's huge, bro.
What's his thing?
What?
He is.
He's like 6'3", I swear, bro. I'm telling you. He's minimum. Like, he's got to be. Because, bro, I saw a photo of him. He looked huge. Like, I can't lie. But to be fair, he's also next to other baseball players. True. So, like, he might just be like 6 foot.
Yeah, we're literally winning the World Series.
Yeah.
He's
No, it's
6'7".
6'7", exactly.
6'7".
What's going exactly? Like, he's huge, bro.
282.
He's huge. Yo, get on the basketball court, bro. Like, literally. No,
Yo,
but I think
what?
it's insane how much I know about the Blue Jays. Like, I know about the entire lineup, bro. It's crazy.
Bro, we're literally winning the chip. Like, no
Yo,
one
we are not bandwagons, man. Like,
No,
as
we're-
lifelong Blue Jays fans, we've been waiting for this moment our entire lives.
Bro.
Like, holy, bro. It's been so crazy. It's hype whenever it's hot.
It kind of sucks that Bichette's out.
Yeah.
He was amazing. He
No,
reminded me-
unironically, that's so huge. Like, because he was so good.
He reminded me of Kevin Pillar.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's ball knowledge.
The OG Blue Jay. Like I was,
I
I'm
miss that,
actually
man.
like no BS. I'm an
Yeah.
OG Blue Jays.
Yeah, same,
Marcus
same.
Stroman, Jose
Encarnacion.
Batista. Exactly, bro. Big booty.
Love those. Right?
Encarnacion.
Big booty. Oh my god.
Who else is there?
Damn, I guess
Donaldson.
having a big butt's like a good like base for a Toronto athlete, bro.
What? Who?
Having a big butt, it's a good base for
George Springer. We got him. He's amazing.
Yeah, man.
We're actually winning it all, bro.
Yeah,
Stay
hey, it's
tuned
over,
for
man.
4:04 p.m.
We might have to do we might have to convert to a baseball podcast, bro.
I
Look at
swear.
this incredible ball knowledge that's being given right now. Holy. Yeah.
You know, actually growing up, like I obviously love Kyle Lowry as a Raptor fan. I was a huge, like literally every Jays fan I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm cheering like on. And Marcus Stroman was my favorite player, so I'd always like make collabs with them too.
Yeah.
And like, yeah,
Of Lowry and Stroman? Jeez, that's crazy.
so much aura would
Yeah,
emanate.
bro. I remember when him and DeRozan were at the playoff game.
Yeah.
Man. That was hype. Damn, missed
Yeah,
that
bro.
duo.
Honestly, bro. What Toronto sports?
Whatever
gonna do?
happened again?
But we got to wrap up because we have a game to catch.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Good luck, Blue Jays. We're out. Peace.
See you.